Let's go. Yep. Let's go.
Awesome.
Awesome. One, my name is Roger McKenzie. Another great PACE meeting.
Awesome.
All right. So basically we are here, of course. What is PACE? We start off this way. PACE is basically education. All right. Basically meeting in the team that explains into depth about products and also the system, the mechanics of the business. So starting off, we'll begin with products, and we'll have no other than pre-law student from Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, Mr. Malik Potter.
I am Malik Porter, a fourth year political science pre-law student. Our sponsor is Mr. Roger McKenzie, all the way up to Rodney Wilson, Kenneth, Drake, Gonzalez, all the way up to Compton Knight, to Sanjeev, and Shauna. Say hi to the Alex.
Say hello. We're getting a choppy video feed and voice feed from you guys. Could you guys make sure everybody's off your local wireless network? Are you talking, Malik? Mic check. Hello? Hello?
Oh, hello, can you hear us now?
You're on mute.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, could you Could you guys see the presentation?
No. Are you presenting?
All right, I'm going to try to share my screen then. Okay.
We can see your screen.
Awesome. Could you see the presentation now?
Nope. We see your email address.
Okay. Could you guys see it now?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, thanks. Okay, I guess we could go ahead. Go ahead, Millie.
Yes, so this is eSpring and live presentation.
I'm going to the next time. Working on it. Thank you so much. Okay,
so why eSpring?
The mic is over here. So I don't know if you want me to bring it closer to you or something, yeah?
Yes. So why eSpring? eSpring is a water system that is the world's #1 selling home water system in the world. In addition to the improvement of taste, odor, clarity, eSpring destroys more than 99.99% of disease-causing microorganisms and effectively removes over 160 potential health effect contaminants. The eSpring water purifier strives to be the best in the industry after earning 4 certifications: the NSF 42, 53, 55, and 401, which it recently passed. NSF protocol P47 test system basically says that they basically passed the test to effectively take out microcystin in the water. And microcystin basically is when algae is in your lake water and everything, it emits a certain bacteria that could be harmful to our body systems when it gets into our water supply and everything coming from our rivers and our lakes. So microcystin is a very, very harmful thing to have in your system, and that's it's a good reason to have eSpring. So what are you drinking? This is tap water. In tap water, you have disinfectants like chlorine and other stuff to disinfect the water. And low levels of disinfection byproducts can form when disinfectants react with naturally occurring organic matter in the water. Radionuclides are basically radioactive material finding its way into the water. There's no trace to them having any health effects to people, but eSpring effectively removes it from the water. And volatile organic compounds are small compounds that find their way into the water that come from organic material, and basically you can get them from petroleum plants, landfills, dry cleaners, or gasoline storage tanks. And vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride is a very big problem here or in industrialized places because back in the mid 1970s, all major pipes were made of vinyl chloride, which they make PVC out of, and that stuff gets into your system, and it gets into your drinking water, and it's very bad for you to drink. So even with all the new health codes, taking out all the old PVC pipes and putting in new ones, there's still a lot of the old PVC pipes out there wreaking havoc to your body. And this is what bottled water, what's in your bottled water. So that's the first video.
Just gonna switch to the video.
We are switching to the video.
Okay, not that video, yeah? Sounds good. He'll give us one. Oh, hold on. Get a text from Kenneth. Yes. Yeah, no, you can hold on to it. Let me just get the I'm gonna try to play it in the video. I'm gonna try to play it. Hold on 1 second. Oh man. All right, let's move on. I'll try to get it back a little bit later.
Well, we're gonna move on. So, H2O4health.com basically said that most people suffer from unbalanced pH levels. Usually, are because they're suffering from the acid from it, not from the alkaline. And what your body
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
what your body tries to do to react to the acid in your system is it basically takes out the calcium, sodium, and potassium from your bones to basically combat that acid being lost from your body. So you doing that, it weakens up your bones, so you can get multiple sclerosis, you can get all these other diseases from it. And these are some of the conditions that you could get: cardiovascular damage, including constriction of blood vessels and other reduction of oxygen, bladder and kidney conditions, including kidney stones and other conditions too. Immune deficiencies, because your body is taking from other systems of your body to kind of combat to the acid and to keep it in one place. Acceleration of free radical damage and possible contributing to cancerous mutations, and low energy and chronic fatigue. Also, what it does, your body also builds up fat to protect yourself from the acid coming into your system. All of these can be reduced by using eSpring water purifier. The eSpring water purifier is the first home system to combine UV light technology with the multi-stage carbon block filter into one easy-to-replace cartridge. The cartridge has a high flow rate of 0.9 GPM with a rated life of 5,000 liters or 1 year. Well, let's compare that to a bottled water pack. So I went to Walmart.com and I saw a pack of Aquafina 16.9 ounce bottles of 32 of them. So I multiplied them together times the 52 months in a year, and I got 831 liters out of that. So I multiplied that by the $5.99 that you pay for, and that comes out to almost close to $5,000 per year.
Wow.
And that's $5,000. If you're making minimum wage, that's like a fourth of your paycheck right there. So that's all just going towards water.
Wow.
So this is a video right here.
Got you. Kenneth, which screen are you guys stuck on? What are you guys seeing?
We are seeing video on demand with Anjali Kumar. We don't mind seeing her, and she's our upline, but
you got it. You got it. Okay, this made interest. So I think it's sharing a different screen. So let me see if I can get it to share another screen. So let me just duplicate, give me 1 second to just do control panel and just real quick to get my, what is this thing called? Appearance. Okay. Because we're projecting, so the projectors, the screen on the projector isn't the screen that you guys are seeing. So I don't know how best to change it to that. So let me see if I can reshare my screen.
if you can't get it, just go ahead.
Okay. Give me 1 second to let's try.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second.
I'm just Campton, not just saying that if you cannot work it out, just go ahead.
Okay. Could you guys see it now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. All right, I'll come back to the. Okay, we're gonna play a video now, super quickly. Can you guys see the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Volume.
NSF is the public health and safety company. We're here to help people live safer. Water treatment systems are a mystery to most people. Water goes in, water comes out, but how do you know what happened inside? Here at NSF, we have incredibly detailed and complex standards to assure that the products are safe, that they're structurally sound, and that the contaminant reduction claims made by the manufacturers are independently verified. We do this through testing products against standards that we develop as American national standards. What we do to test for contaminant reduction claims is make sure that we're testing under extremely rigorous conditions. We test at relatively high pressures. We test with relatively high concentrations of contaminants. We test beyond the manufacturer's recommended life of the product to make sure that that treatment system will deliver clean, healthy, safe drinking water for families. Amway Corporation has a leadership position in the industry by working with NSF to assure that their product meets the highest standards of safety, performance, and structural integrity. Manufacturers like Amway engage in the highest level of quality control and due diligence to assure that their product functions as advertised. This includes verifying the claims made on the carbon block, as well as the claims and functionality of the ultraviolet capabilities of the eSpring device. This assures that the water that families are enjoying is the cleanest possible.
Awesome.
Yep.
eSpring is proven because it has been certified by the NSF and that it has proven that it has reduced the contaminants, 140 types of contaminants in water, and also the UV system also works too by the NSF. And the ultraviolet lights in the eSpring water purifier features an instant on technology. Turning on the tap activates the sensor in the engine in the lamp, and it immediately delivers a 40 joule of UV light to treat water without chemicals, because the UV lamp is not constantly on and it won't heat your water or waste energy.
Wow.
The eSpring water treatment system has been awarded the WQA Gold Seal. The Water Quality Association developed the Gold Seal program to help its consumers identify high-quality water treatment systems. Only systems that have met or exceed the tough industry standards can earn the Gold Seal. The eSpring has been proven by the NSF and the WQA of having a pH level of 7.75. It's pretty pure water compared to the scale that goes from 0, which is the worst acids ever, to 14.
Okay. Going to play another quick video.
This is eSpring, a leading global brand in home water treatment technology. One of the eSpring system's advanced features is called Instant On technology, which ensures that the system instantly begins destroying waterborne bacteria and viruses, and that the ultraviolet lamp is lit only when needed to conserve energy and keep water at tap temperature. Let's take a look inside the eSpring water treatment system to see how Instant On technology works. We'll demonstrate using this test unit with a clear outer shell and a cutaway eSpring cartridge. The UV lamp inside the cartridge destroys over 99.99% of waterborne disease-causing bacteria and viruses. The eSpring system features a sensor that detects when water is flowing, so that the UV lamp is lit only when needed. In this demonstration, an air pump will simulate water flow. When you turn on the tap, the eSpring system's UV lamp instantly lights up. The lamp remains on for a moment after water flow stops to help treat the next glass of water, giving you instant access to treated water without wasting energy. The eSpring water treatment system is at the cutting edge of clean water technology. Clean, safe, and better tasting water is always at your fingertips.
Awesome.
Awesome. So I think
You want to talk about it? Okay, you want to skip this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are a couple of eSpring appliances or sets. There is the eSpring UV water pipe purifier above counter unit with existing faucet kit, and that is item 188. The IBO cost is $724. The retail price is $1,113.85. It's the same thing with the eSpring UV water purifier below counter unit with auxiliary faucet kit. And that's a lot cheaper than the $4,900 that you would be paying per year for bottled water.
Awesome. Wow.
Also, you have the eSpring water purifier below counter with designer polished chrome faucet kit, which is item number 118, 384, with the IBO cost of $851.82 and the retail price of $1,310.50. Also, you have the eSpring UV water purifier below counter unit with a single line faucet kit. The item number for that is 110, 720. The IBO cost is $724, and the retail price is $1,113.85. You also have the eSpring UV water purifier below counter unit with single line faucet kit, California. The item number is 110, 720. The IBO cost is $724. The retail price is $1,113.85. And you have the eSpring UV water purifier below counter kit with auxiliary faucet kit, California, which is item number 189 with the IBO cost of $724. The retail price of $1,113.85. Now where you really save money is here when you already bought the system and everything, and you're just looking to get your new filter. You're only paying. This is the eSpring water purifier replacement cartridge with UV technology, which is item number 180, 100 and 186. The retail price is $216.85, and the IBO cost is $140.95. Where yearly you would be paying close to $5,000 per year. You just change that to, if you're at IBO, $140 per year. Instead of spending thousands, you're spending hundreds.
Wow. Powerful. Powerful.
And with that, that is my presentation.
Awesome. Woo, woo. Woo, woo.
Great presentation. That was a really good presentation by Malik Potter. Great stuff, man. I learned a whole lot. What blew my mind is how much you could save, by just switching over to eSpring. And not only save, but how much healthier your body can become, by switching over to eSpring. Very powerful, very powerful. All right, next up, we actually have one of the greatest tools in the business called streaming. All right, streaming. Why I love streaming so much is it motivates you, it gives you knowledge, it keeps you guided, well guided, all of the above. But I'm gonna save from that and let the man himself, Shaibu from Jacksonville, Florida, explain what streaming is all about.
Awesome.
All right, so Shaibu, come up on.
Yeah,
Shaibu! Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm Shaibu from Jacksonville team. Actually, what I'm doing today is about streaming. And then I know many of you are familiar with contacting and then inviting. I would like to talk more about contacting, but before I start with everything, I would like to say a very big thank you to Rodney and Roger for their hard working and outstanding hard working. They've been helping us coming around and then exposing us to how to share business ideas, contact people, and then do presentation to new people. But before I begin with the contacting, I would like to is you just imagine you having a car and don't know how to drive it. I mean, just imagine it having a car and don't know how to drive this car. Well, it sounds weird. It's just the same thing as you being in this business and then don't know how people or contact people. Contacting is a one. I got to realize that contacting, the ability to contact people is a pillar of this whole business. You know, if you have the ability to approach people and then talk to them, let them understand what you're up to, and then let them understand the business. That is what is holding the business. So, um, basically, I did streaming and then I listened to this by Todd Ryder, if that's the right pronunciation of the name, about contacting and inviting. He said that before you be able to contact people, you need to be bold and convictive and speak with passion and believe. And then the key words out of this is being bold, convictive, passion, and belief. Um, you telling the person about this whole business, contacting the person, your boldness is one major thing you have to put in place. Because if you inviting somebody or telling somebody about your business and you're not bold about what you're saying, first impression it gives a person that no, this guy don't really know what he's talking about. And then you should be convictive, passion. You know, it's very important. You trying to let a person understand your business or understand what you're up to. So you need to speak with passion and then confidence and believe what you're talking about. Also, you should learn a lot of personality books, which I know most of us are doing, and then learn enough to communicate with people with different background and then professional keys of contacting. And it's very important, you know. Times we find it difficult to contact people with high profession like me personally, Rodney and they know sometimes when they come around and then we go out to contact, I feel like, oh, this guy, he seems a big guy, you know. I feel like when I go, but with time, I got to realize that I have no option other than just to learn approach people irrespective of their position, even if they are president, ministers, or whoever they are. I should have this spirit, you know, the spirit to be able to approach whoever they are. And when you learn to be able to do this, it makes things so easy. You know, you should be able to, irrespective of their background, white, whoever they are, wherever they come from, you should be able to people. But also, I would like to put this in place. Before you do that, you should know what you do yourself. Because most people, if you contacted them, oh, how are you doing? I mean, what do you do? What work do you do? I mean, you can ask him or her all sort of question, but you should be also ready to at least give him a little brief of yourself. Probably the person might ask you, okay, what do you also do? And I mean, it means that you should know what you do. I'm a business owner. I'm a student. You know, whatever you do. But when you're saying it, you should say it with high confidence. You know, assuming somebody asks you, "Oh, what do you do?" You know, you be like, "I'm a business owner. I work with mentors," and then you know, you start hesitating. The person gonna be like, "No, I mean, he don't even know what he does, or he don't know nothing about the business he's doing," and then that would drive the person away. So first thing is that you should know very best, and then also in coming out with a business plan. What I've realized is that writing your story, you draw out your story and then you approach your mentors, let them see it and then tell you if is the best way to tell people about your story. Learning the story is very important. You learn it in a way that even if you are dead and then they wake you up, you should be able to recite it like you singing, you know, because when you meet a person and then you're trying to introduce yourself without stopping, you know, just roll it out, that gives the person, you know, a very impression. And then what I want to say is that we are fortunate. We have a lot of professionals in this business. We have engineers, business personalities, and all sort of big people. And then the best thing we can do is to approach these people and then ask them about what they feel about this whole business and ask them of their job. So when you approach somebody and then telling him or her about the business, oh yeah, we even have this doctor or this engineer in the business, and then he been doing good even though he's a doctor. Then the person, oh, where he works, like things like that, and then be able to talk about the business. Also, you can also listen to what do you call it? Uh, and contacting business, how to be able to control conversation. I think this books has it, a crucial conversation. Yeah, you should have the ability to control conversation. I the first time Rodney and then Roger and Beatty came here, and then we usually go to the mall contacting people. I mean, to be honest, I really did find it so difficult. So when I approached some people and then I started talking, I get to some point and then I don't even know what to say again. So I was just looking at looking at his face. But and then when I'm speaking to a person, I feel like there is some kind of tension on me. That was the very first time we started. But with time, yesterday we went out, and then God being so good, being able to talk to people with ease, no panicking, and I'm loving it because I'm developing something new, something I couldn't have done without this business, and then I think that is a plus in my personal life, and then my future to come. That's all what I would like to say in the contacting. And then I've also learned about the red lights. That's red, yellow, green. Oh yeah, red, yellow, green. Let me check it out. The red. Okay, let me see. So the red, green, and yellow. It says that the red is people who are not willing to take part in the business. The yellow, to I mean, how I understand it, if probably I'm going off track, you can forgive me for that. But the yellow light is people who business but are not willing to join. Just those kind of people with little motivations or with the kind of effort would join it. And then the green light are people who are ready to join it. And then he says that people, the red light people who are not willing to join the business shouldn't be forced. The business is like a thing. You should let them understand that you are helping them to become people or somebody greater in the future. And then when you trying to talk to people about the business, you shouldn't let them know that you are very eager to let them join this whole business. I mean, you should let them know that if they join it, you care less. If they don't, you have no problem with that. And that is very important. Like a person and oh, but just recent this evening I was talking to a guy about business, and then he was like, and this and that, and he said, oh, businesses like this came out and it was full of scam, and I was like, oh, no problem. I mean, even I appreciate you having time talking to me. And then I gave him one side, Beatty. That was Beatty Global. I just sent him the site. You can go and then read much about it. He sent me a message back and then was asking me, so how do we register? He's actually from where is it? India. And then he sent me a message that like, what is the initial payment? And then I was telling him, oh, it's $180. And then okay, he said, okay, how is he gonna do the payment over there? I told him he should hold on. I will see my mentors, and I mean we do it. Then he said he's gonna read much about it. So I didn't let him feel like I need him to death, like I just tell him, okay, if you're not ready for it, and then no problem. Yeah, no problem. I'm okay with it, and then that would be great. So that is all what I have to talk about, contacting and then inviting people, and then about today's streaming, what I've learned, something great that has helped me a lot, and then I'm getting so excited more and more and more. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Awesome. So see how much we can learn through streaming, right?
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of information. A lot of
A whole lot.
you can tell Shai to pick it up. That's really, really awesome. And another great tool in the business that allows us to learn. You know, the boss man himself.
Start one more time. We bring it up. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying is streaming is definitely a great way. We get knowledge and to be able to move the business without having to rely strictly on our mentors. But what another great tool in the business that allows us to continue to push forward, develop us as leaders, and change our mindset is books. All right. So what I'd like to do is bring up the boss man himself, Edwin Brown.
Edwin Brown. Awesome. Awesome. Woo!
Like I said, thank you for Malik. Like I said, getting me in. All the to Roderick, Rodney, Miss Seeley, Lady, and everybody being here. Thank you. But the book I'm talking about today is once again The Magic of Thinking Big. It's a pretty we take a lot of little nuggets out of it. But the kind of emphasis that like your dreams is, college, your job, you want to move forward, you have to actually work towards it. People, you know what I'm saying, like they have this fear in a sense because they start questioning themselves. They're like, okay, well, how do I do that? Questioning themselves, they puts them in like a pause state of mind in a sense. And so it's like when you're paused and you know what I'm saying, you're trying to think as to how to get there. It just happens, you know what I'm saying? And basically in the book it says, like I said, instead of just thinking about it, it just says do it, just do something, anything. You know what I'm saying? Because anything, like whatever you fail at, even though you failed at it, you're still learning in a sense. As long as you learn from it, it's not a loss. For instance, like he had, kind of a fear of talking to people in a sense. And I still have that problem as well. People talking to folks, that's not the type of person I am. I usually just do what I got to do and go home or whatever. So like going out and actually talking to folks is kind of new to me. And so I know folks sometimes what kind of stopped me is like I talked to them for a little bit, tell them about the business in a sense, and they're like, okay, what is it? They would kind of stump me in a sense. So like I said, I'm new and I'm still learning the products and all this, and I try, to explain it in a sense, but from what I was told, it just seems kind of sketchy. And it's like, it's really not a sketchy business, you know what I'm saying? You tell them we have mentors that can help you. And like we work around the schedule and stuff like that. But if you don't come off with, like Chef was saying, with, the passion to know that it will work, then, it never will help you in a sense. You're going to keep failing in that sense. But at the same time, as long as you're still going out, you're working on your craft. And basically, that's how, leaders, how they got where they at. They worked on their craft. They took both and said, okay, that approach is, moving. And in the book, it basically says when action habit. And he points is, let's see, it says not a, so actually go, put out. And what else? Let's see, it says don't wait until conditions are perfect, which is it's very powerful, because a lot of people, they're like, okay, you know, maybe I'm not quite ready or whatever. So they'll just kind of throw it off to a next day. It's, you know, even though you're not really ready, but like I say, any experience helps in any way. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Don't wait till and like I said, ideas that you have, like if they don't work, you know what I'm saying? At least you acted upon it. So it's like I said, you're still working on your presentation to the people, how it fits them and how it will affect them. What else? And like I say, acting also it cures that fear. Because when you're talking to them or whatever, was scared, but now that I'm talking to them, I have no choice but to kind of get to know them. So like I say, it cures that fear in a sense. Let's see. And also think in terms of now. That is pretty powerful because most people, you know what I'm saying, when they're like in that fear state of mind, they're like, okay, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll wait till next week. Either way, they're waiting, therefore they aren't progressing. And you know what I'm saying, they're not gaining any, like I say, much needed experience versus into how to grow their business and whatnot. So those are a few nuggets that I got. You know what I'm saying? Start now. And you know, don't be afraid. Failure is part of it. You know what I'm saying? You're working on your craft. Just look at it like that. You're working on your craft at all times. And that's what I got from the Magic of Thinking Big.
Awesome!
Great nuggets, man. Great nuggets. So that was action curious fear. Absolutely action curious fear. And funny thing is, action. I'm going to bring up the action man himself. None other than Rodney Wilson. Big things going here.
Absolutely.
Given that this is on system, all right, but to tell us explain system to us. All right, so let's bring up Rodney Wilson.
Applying in the business, C.L. Wilson, up to, of course, Kenneth Drake and Andre Gonzalez, then up to Mega Sun, the Big Way, Captain Adi Prasad, and then, of course, our Diamond Sanjeev Mashana, all the way up to the Galaxy and the Bill of Baking Bread. So today I have the honor and privilege to actually talk about one of the most crucial portions of the practice that I'm going to be covering briefly is how to go.
I'm just going to see if I can lower the bandwidth a little bit to see if it could help. Okay. Can you hear us a little bit better?
It's still choppy.
It's still.
Are you on?
I'm gonna go right down to.
Audio.
All right.
Is this audio?
Is it good now?
The video is smooth, but the audio is still. Anyway, just continue on. I didn't mean to stop it. I was just trying to tell you in the background. Uh-huh.
Is it better at all? Could you guys is the audio and video caught up?
No, but just go ahead. Go ahead. We'll work it out later.
Is the audio and video caught up with you guys over there?
No, it's still lagging, but go ahead. We could still hear and understand. I didn't mean to stop.
Sure.
All right.
So audio only, you know.
And just to remind everybody, just make sure your Wi-Fi is off.
Yeah, could you put it back on HD? It was
Everybody just check your phones one more time. Make sure your Wi-Fi is off. Oh, got you. Yeah, no problem. I just want to make sure you guys, can participate as well. So, okay, all right.
Okay.
It's on
So,
better
like I
now.
was saying, I'm covering the system portion of Pase. With
Is this doable here for you guys now?
Yes, yes, yes. Please go ahead.
All right, sounds good. So, like I was saying, I want to urge you to go to BWW University so that you can get the steps on showing the plan, right? Now, what we've been doing locally here in Tallahassee, the Tallahassee flavor is that we've actually been showing quick napkin plans. We usually would meet somebody, do a quick 5-minute overview of the plan, show them how to convert their household and to make some extra money in the plan, right? And then based on that napkin plan, then we connect them or plug them in, right? So typically we don't show the full plan only under certain circumstances we show it, i.e., meeting aggressive goals, or the person can't come out on Tuesday, right? So that's what we're doing here. I want to actually start with with showing the plan is actually having a conversation with the person you're sitting with, right, partner. And in doing that, you pretty much have to learn how to hold a conversation in order to show the plan. So you have to get good at being a better communicator. And the best way to do that, what we've been using, is the stream from Vinny Papalato, BWW1921. Again, that's BWW1921. We doing quality or the QI, which is the qualifying invite. Some of the things I like to ask during a qualifying invite or qualifying interviews that what's your ambition level? How do you rate yourself 1 to 10? First of all, why did you agree to sit with me today? Right? Because we all know that when showing a plan, the main thing is the why, right? So if I'm not getting a good reason why you even sit with me, then there's no point in even moving forward, right? And that use your discretion on that, because sometimes people do it as well, right? So use your discretion. So definitely want to sit with them. A few things to lead is that watch the pace of their speech. To monitor, you might be super fast paced speaking, a slow paced person, and they might be glazed over, they might not know what you're saying, and you might get a no just because they don't understand the information. Put it down and actually convey the information better. So, and as well, you got to realize that I like what Shaibu said about being convicted and being bold, right? You got to realize that you have the opportunity. You are the interviewer, they are the interviewee. Not really selling, you're more so buying, per se, right? So you don't want to over talk and sell the business. That person is supposed to sell themselves to you, right? So in the process of doing that, be kind of neutral. You don't want to, if sometimes in the plan, somebody's talking when somebody does accept the partnership, right? And that leads into my next point, that you're not necessarily looking for a sign-up, more so looking for all right, good. So like I was saying, when you're sitting down sharing the presentation with somebody, sharing it, and you could be sharing it in home meeting setting, you could be sharing it in one-on-one, the DVD, the web space. Either which way you're sharing it, it's the same posture you gotta have throughout the whole process, right? So like I was saying, you're looking for a partnership, you're really looking for commitment. They're gonna stretch their hand and it's a 50-50 thing. Not, you do all the work and they do nothing, right? Because that's obviously not gonna work in this business, because they come in and you work in their leg, then going diamond is not a thing, because platinum if you drive in depth in the leg. But so, like I said, look to get a partnership, look to get some sort of commitment out of that person, not a sign-up. And the key thing about showing the plan is that numbers scheme, right? So who shows the most plans wins. So a good running number to go for a week is about 5 plans a week. And that allows you to show 20 plans a month. Massive momentum, which lets you bring on groups and batches. When you actually see those groups and batches going, it creates group competition. I like to say, don't bring in onesie twosies, you know what I mean? So always try to, even listening to Billboard 66866, he's talking about sponsoring the batches, right? So that's the kind of mindset we're grasping there in terms of showing the plan. So now you're showing, you already showed the plan, right? And you have this person, the partnership. How do you get them started correctly? What we usually do here is the first thing we do is we sit with them. We actually go through kind of what they're looking to achieve in the business, whether it's that way the expect, and they also know that they have to show up to the open, but they know that as well, and the best way you can, right? So the way we do that is, well, we actually start this, definitely not that calm and the downloads. Offline check, follow the person started correctly. Other than hitting the checklist, that's actually just the knowledge part of things. But like my man Edmund said, you got to put in the action, right? So in order to get action going in this business, right? Because that's really the most important that they're bringing to the table, right? That's what they're sprinkling on the business. So you got to get to their list immediately, and they might not want to get to their list, so it's up to you to actually access that list for them. Because a lot of times people have these ideas like, friends, I don't want to talk to my family, all of these fairs, right? To get in, hit that list with them and start making calls, right? And the way we make effective calls from the list to get somebody started correctly is, so we have multiple scripts that we use. We role play a little bit, let them get more comfortable with it, and then we just start making calls immediately and start booking appointments. plans and they have somebody interested, or even if you just move a product, boom, you got that person, right? Because now, okay, now another thing we like to do with getting somebody started correctly is, get them on the fast track program, because that's a big chunk of money, that could actually pay back their registration. So if you do fast track the first, even if you just do the first step and fast track 3 times, that's $150. Paid 180 to sign, you're gonna you the 180 back. So that they don't really have no startup costs, because you just got that money back for them. And in a lot of businesses, people don't make profit immediately. So with you showing that fast track, people get fired up. I can tell you, some people got some checks in the room.
Yes.
They get fired up.
Absolutely.
We've been over there in Atlanta and all across Jacksonville, they get fired up for that fast track money. Saying, that actually raises belief and shows that the business works. Even a small check, even Beatty got his first check, it was even a $9 check, right? He stayed in the business just check. Same with me. I got that first check. I'm actually getting somebody started winning for that. Definitely want to win for it. Know that this business is it's gonna work, and nobody can tell you otherwise, right?
That's right.
So just be strong-minded, and the way you do that is through the system. Staying plugged in with your association, and using the streaming and the books as recommended earlier. So show the plan, but more importantly, get them started correctly and continually get them started correctly, because it's a process. It's not just a one meeting. It's going to be multiple meetings to get somebody started correctly. And the way to do that is, of course, to get them plugged into the associations and give them gobs of CDs and get them on streaming, all of that stuff, get them plugged into the education. So with that, I'll wrap it up and I'll take it back to the host, right?
That's the wisdom, man. You got the wisdom, That's great stuff. All right, we're going to continue now. That's pretty much it for the Pase side of things. I want to wrap it up and bring on Captain Nadia Prasad. Okay. All right, the Sapphires, big time going Emerald this year. You guys, come on.
Achievement. Roger, activity report.
Yes, got you. No problem. You got it.
Sure. No problem. Well, you guys, we start here in Tallahassee.
Sure.
Awesome. Anyone want to come up and want to start with anyone in particular?
You guys want to start?
Hey, I'm here. Okay. Well, definitely, yes. Had a really great week, of course. Last week. Definitely had a lot of contacts for sure. I realized that, hey, after I come from work, I just go straight contacting, whether it be to the mall, I'd say, I'm going straight to the mall, go contact and then come home afterwards. If you definitely don't have any meetings booked for that evening, go contact and get those contacts. That's your activity for that day right there. So I was able to get a lot of numbers. So Captain, you're going to be seeing a pretty good turnout.
Yes, I.
Oh yeah. And of course, some local SCPs as well. And we also went to Jacksonville and Gainesville this weekend. That was yesterday. Really great training we did over there as well. Boy, Romario, man, that's a sharp guy. Right, he already shown us his napkin plan. I'm ready to get up there. His confidence is like off the charts. He's ready just to make us happen, beat this business bad. Anyway, also like Shaibu was saying even earlier, in Jackson as well in Jacksonville, Shaibu feels much more comfortable. He said he could definitely do this now. He feels so great. He could just go out there by himself and make contact. So I was really proud of him for saying that and being able to build up that belief, in the business as well. So Shaibu, keep making. Of course, we'll keep support you at 100% of the way. We going diamond and beyond, man. We stay together forever. All right.
Awesome.
Yes. Showed through Facebook contact on out in called business. A friend who she graduated a couple of years ago, did electrical engineering, and you know, of course, in the Bahamas, there's not a lot of opportunity to do that engineering job. So I told her, you know, of course, I'm working with a group of electrical engineers, and they, you know, helped me, coach me on how to make an asset outside of what I'm doing in school, right? So I started on, showed her the plan, the video plan, and she's definitely looking to get started. So we're gonna build a list and get things going out there in the Bahamas. And you know, just like Roger was saying, you know, had a great time out there in Jacksonville. You know, we went out in the mall. You know, a lot of sharp folks, most definitely collect, and everybody more in those cities and came very well. You know, since Counter is coming out, I definitely have to ramp it up, make it happen. So I decided to do phone team on Thursday and Friday, just personal phone teams. So just took like 30 minutes out, throw out some messages to folks in Tallahassee, throw some messages to folks even in South Florida. Earlier last week, one of my friends actually got a chance to, you know, meet with Kenneth. So I'm definitely gonna follow up with him. He's out of West Palm Beach. So looking to invite him out to the in South Florida, you know, Dave's Open. And also personally, I invited, you know, at least about folks out to Campus STP tomorrow. So I'm gonna reconfirm, make sure they come out. And I also worked with the team member with Mr. Oliwashe, and we did a phone team. We did about, you know, maybe 7 or 8 calls, and out of that 8, maybe 5 confirmed for Compton to come out and see the opportunity as well. So really great stuff going on. I don't know where we're gonna fit all of these people, but we'll make it happen.
Yes.
That's it for me.
Awesome sauce, man. Awesome sauce. I don't know if Edwin and Justin want to talk about their fantastic mini online grand opening we had with their grandmom and their aunt yesterday. I don't know if you guys want to talk a little bit about it. Either one of you guys. They all look at me like, oh my gosh. So I'll let Edwin talk about the mini grand opening we did. When his aunt placed an order a little while ago, actually. So, you know, I'll let him talk about that. Go Edwin!
Thank you, everybody. But like what Miss said, up Saturday around 11 o'clock or so, and we managed to get my aunt and grandma on Skype, and we basically kind of you know, showed them that we're not sort of shady people in a sense. And so, like, and we showed them some of the products. We gave them the what it is, the immunity health demo. You know what I'm saying? To keep them healthy in a sense. And what else? We told them about the joint health because they're kind of up in age in a sense. So you know, the older you get, the more problems you have with your. So we managed to get them what it is, 2 joint health, what it is, a multi-purpose kitchen cleaner, I believe.
Correct.
And there was one other product that
bathroom cleaner, was it? You said?
Yeah, the bathroom cleaner that they were interested in. And like I said, she just placed her order. What? 30 minutes ago or something like that.
Right.
So, like I said, we do have some customer volume now. That's it for us.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. You know, yeah. Edwin's a great brother. We have brown brothers in action. I like to call them that. Justin and Edwin work very well together. Super, very, very smart guys. And when you hear how they kind of talk about their conviction in business and how they have real, like, crazy common sense. you know, it really lets you know that this business works. The system definitely works for those who have a little bit of Kumar and all of that. I happened to run into a friend who told him that she wanted his advice on her trying to go to another MLM, right? So he was like, no, hold on, I have to show you something before you sign up with anybody else. I gotta show you something. So he kind of put us on the path to run into that person. Her name is Mrs. Patricia Powell. She was very impressed with the mentorship program that we had, and also too with the kind of game planning sessions we were able to do. She had a great conversation with Nadia and Kamta, I think of last week, I think, or sometime. And that has led to she's going to be signed up this week coming up, right? And what we have, oh yeah, the fantastic news. So we're sponsoring in depth to Stacey, of course, in a part of Jonathan Smith. She's very, very excited by the work. She's a student, serious student. She's currently doing her master's right now in public health and something else. And she was just, when you hear her, how she kind of like surgically went through the CDs we left her, was amazing. The kind of feedback and information she was able to do. When she looks at Rodney show the plan, she's almost like correcting them on the board. But yes, they had some comments, yeah? So it was really good, kind of like how she's absorbing the information quickly. I tell her keep good with what she's doing. Of course, she's reading, it's our policy as a team in alignment with the BRIC organization to loan a book and loan a ton of CDs, just as Rodney said. It's our business policy to do that, so we did that, and she's going through them quite nicely. So very excited by that, because we told her we have some goal to kind of get at least to 300 PV by the end of next month, at least, with the kind of hard work that she wants to put in. So we're like, all right, cool. So the other thing too, Jalisa, crazy Jamaican girl, man, working me. When Roger coming back, right? Okay. So Jalisa had a friend, I think, in occupational therapy. We showed him the presentation, the napkin plan. His name is Henry, and he is coming out to see Cantor as well on Monday, right? And Al Gerard, we showed the plan on yesterday. I don't think he can come in to see Kamta tomorrow because of yesterday we couldn't show the full plan. So we just did the napkin plan and booked them into a mini home meeting at my house, super mini, right? Then Stephen for Aaron. So switching gears, they're now going to Aaron's business. Rodney was there gallivanting somewhere else, and Aaron was at work. So they asked me to show a plan for Stephen. Her name is Ty. She almost contacted Stephen, it felt like. Stephen, by the way, is a brand new guy, brand new member of Aaron's organization. And Ty is super go-getter. She's actually read a lot of Robert Kiyosaki's books already. She's even read Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence. She's already driven vehicle to drive, so connected, and her cousin for so we just built in depth even faster. And again, Stephen just got registered this month, so we're taking him, we're getting him to his first check in the business. So very excited by that. Aaron is working with him on that, so I'm just giving that update for Aaron, because Aaron is doing that hard work over there. So on a personal note, right, fine, to me, all right, I have a couple right here in town that's coming to meet Kamta on Monday. All right, they're coming. And then I have a friend of mine in Trinidad and Tobago messaged me, and he said that he's not trying to actively do the business, but he wants to be able to buy product. Volume.
Why not?
Why not? I really likes them, so boom. Anyway, right? So good side volume is good. So getting him registered probably closer within a few weeks as well. And then I have a pharmacist friend. Her schedule's been crazy because she's coming out to meet you as well, Kamta, tomorrow. Right? I have to finish up phone team personally, getting like Rodney, get my personal phone team on, to even pack the house even more for Kamta, to have people kind of out on the street in Warnish way and thing on the road, trying to get in to see the presentation. So that's about it for me. I think all vibes. Any have any other? Got you. All right, Betty, got you.
Hey everybody, I'm Baby Gadio. I'm sponsored by Malik Porter, who was sponsored by Roger McKenzie, who was sponsored by Rodney Wilson, who was sponsored by Celia Wilson, who was sponsored by Kenneth Drayden and Jerry Gonzalez, who was sponsored by Compton 90%. And just for my personals, so on, what day was that? On Friday, I showed a napkin plan to Sergeant Peoples, who was she was the one with the hair, skin, and nails, and we were building all that stuff that she didn't mind about. So she was basically, we just talking, she said she was interested in business, and I'm like, okay, business. And then after work, she had some free time, and then she came up to me and talked about business stuff. So I showed her the napkin plan, and she kind of blew away. She was like, oh my God, I never really thought of it that way about business and stuff. So she confirmed to come Monday to come see Compton. So that's a good thing there. Either if she get into business or not, still getting PV from her. Absolutely. So next one is it was a guy, me, Roger, and Malik went to go play tennis. Yeah, we went to go play tennis. So we went to go play tennis. There was this guy who was playing tennis by himself. His name was Tofi. He's from actually Nigeria. Oh. And so he was walking up. He was walking on my leave, kind of. And then so Roger and Malik was playing tennis. I was like, okay, let me contact him because if I don't, Roger's gonna do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So then I started talking to him, and he had a really good conversation. He talked about an electric engineer, and then so when you talk about electric engineering, so the first person that popped up to me was Celia Wilson. That's local here. So I stopped promoting Celia Wilson, and that was on a what day was that? What was it, Monday? Yeah. That was on a Monday, yeah. So I stopped promoting Celia Wilson like crazy, and then after I told her to come meet Celia Wilson on that Tuesday. So so he came out. I went to go pick him up, and then when we was in the car, he was like, for this. I just thought he Celia Wilson, but I don't know that he does. I didn't even tell about the business. I didn't tell him about business. I just told him about Celia. He saw the plan, and he was really interested in. He's coming out. He's confirmed to come out to see Compton, who I actually promoted because he's also an electric engineer. Absolutely. And, like, man, come see it from the best of the best of the best. Absolutely. And so he's coming out. Another guy, his name's Andrew Lord. He saw the plan before again, and then basically we did. I did list building with him, and then there was like 4 people interested, and there was one guy who was curious about business, but he said, so I promoted East Spring, and I was like, you know what, man, there's someone that you need to meet. Celia Wilson. She's really good. She's really good at East Spring. So that's what you want to get into. You want to meet Celia Wilson in order to learn about selling East Spring and stuff. So you should apply. Right. And then you know that saying is like he was playing all things that were around him, and then Malik, I ran into Malik, he made me do a front backflip. So 3 times. What? So basically, we went to go buy some almond milk from Piggly Wiggly. I don't like that place, but Piggly Wiggly buy some. It was plant-based soy milk or something like that. It tastes really good. Okay. Right? So we went to go in there at the cashier, and we were just talking, and then Malik and I started a conversation with her and stuff. And then basically I got her contact, and I'm actually going to call her today in order for her to come out on Monday or short plan. Since I don't let them do it Monday, short plan on, short napkin plan on Monday, and then bring her up to see the show. Absolutely. And that was it. And Jacksonville was amazing. Gainesville was amazing. Actually, Rodney actually showed a plan for me in Jacksonville, but then the guy was already in another MLM, so it's okay now. But yeah, that was it for my activities. Awesome.
somebody.
Atlanta, you guys have any updates you'd like to share? Brandon, anything you'd like to share with us? Oh, yeah. Or not, or okay. Atlanta?
Okay, I'm ready. Sorry about that.
Did you guys check with Jacksonville?
Hello?
Oh Lord. Next time you guys need to do backflip.
Jacksonville?
Myself, not all good.
Roderick, who's up next? Is it Jacksonville or Atlanta?
Did you call my name? I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's talking? Brandon?
Yes.
Brandon, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll say a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Brandon.
Okay. So Brandon Rogers, sponsored by DeConti Gay, Upline Platinum, Compton 90%. So this past week, showed a few napkin plans, just walking around campus on my way to class. Stopped a couple people and talked to them, told them what kind of business we operate, and like just put it in the most simplest form that people could understand, because that's what you want to do with this business, is put it in the most simplest form, because everything is pretty simple, you know? So you tell them, like I told them, all we do is not shop at Walmart and Publix, because Walmart and Publix, they're not really giving you anything, they're just giving you products. And I tell them we get paid to shop at our own stores and everything. So it's like you're getting paid to just redirect your money, just stop where you're shopping from, because Walmart's not really giving you anything. So I tell them this, show them the napkin plan, 2-minute napkin plan. I took pieces from Rodney, I took pieces from Aaron, and kind of like made my own. So like a 2-minute napkin plan, just showing the 4 quadrants and then showing how they're redirecting their money. So I show them that, and then so got a couple people coming out tomorrow to see Compton. So that's my activity report.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right, Jacksonville, you got anything over there?
Well, just stomach. That's where I don't have to get up. I don't want to do any exercise.
All right, Georgia, let's go, Georgia.
Georgia.
I really like, hello, we're Kenneth and Andrea Gonzalez, and we just say who our platinum is. And that's Campton Naja Prasad, you know. And I really like what Brandon said. It was very simple and clean, you know, and to the point. Very, very nice. Keeping it simple in your own personal thoughts and how you talk to people. You know, Albert Einstein says above genius is simplicity. So that's what we should always strive for. Anyway, had an awesome time down there in South Florida. We got back in town, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday night. And Wednesday morning at 1 o'clock. Thursday morning at 1 o'clock. Andre's here to correct me. So, and anyway, so had a lot of activity down there. And I know that Aaron and Jaleesa and Rod and Roderick and Philly are following up with their people. That's their activity. Our activity is that we got a new leg started down there. Her name is Audrey Michael. Super introvert, doesn't like to you know, deal with anybody else except me. I told her no problem, you know, after talking to Campton and Naja, they told me previously before that just work within her network. Okay, so already while I was there, I showed the plan to Anne Marie, and she has been texting me about samples. So I'm going to be sending her samples on Monday. While we were there, we went to the open meeting with Dave Dunant's open meeting. Man, you guys, if you go to South Florida, make sure you attend the open meeting down there. It is very impressive. I mean, the place is like a mini expo, man.
And it's very professionally done. You got to see the artistry room where they do the facials. It is awesome, you know, and everything is professionally set up. And I saw Vic was there. Vic is showing the plan Tuesday, you know, and of course Dave was there, and I was so lucky that Rick Fairchild was there to show the plan, you know, and it was very well done, and the training was out of this world, you know, and he made one. He made several points. I took copious notes, and he said that for 10 years there was a guy in Korea, and all he did was he was a customer. That's all he did, and now after 10 years he joined the business. And now he's the largest pin in Korea and has hundreds of platinums and diamonds and emeralds. He's a crown, whatever. Okay, so so every time you show the plan, remember to either set the person up as a business owner or as a customer. Okay, or you can get references, but do not underestimate having customers. It's not so much the quantity of customers, but the quality of your service to them. Okay, so keep them engaged. That's why when Anne-Marie asked for samples, I'm like, Audrey, I don't know if she's going to be a customer or if she's going to be a business partner. Who cares? Let's get her the samples and meet her where she's at. And then also, Audrey has been giving me names here in Atlanta. So I got 3 names here and 3 plans here to show so far. Okay, and then I'm going to be going back down there when she's ready, maybe 2-3 weeks from now, to show some more plans there. Outside of that, we're working with Chef Paris and with Dickinson, getting everybody. Our goal is to have 6 legs, active legs going into the BBS. You know, whether we miss it or not, that's the goal. That's what we're working towards to. And then for FED to have 9 legs. You know, they don't have to be sponsored. You know, but at least 9 legs are you know, coming into FED. The goal is to get them sponsored. You know. Okay, so basically that's it, guys. Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. You know, just say hi to 5 people every day and get 2 to 3 numbers, you know, out of that 5. If you have time, don't say, well, I got my 2 numbers, I'm going home. Go beyond that, you know, but keep it simple and doable. And especially when you're starting new people or prospects, don't try and go to a prospect and say, well, you got to do 300 PV, or these are the 3 meetings you got to go to every week. You got to come to Pace, you got to come to Open, you got to do phone team. You're going to overwhelm them and you're going to run away. Somebody's telling me to cut it. You know, just start them off with 1 meeting, you know, and gradually, and you can tell them, you know, you can build up, you know. Same thing with plans. You don't have to tell them you gotta do 10 plans. Just say, hey, give me 2-3 names a week, and then you ramp it up, you accelerate it, you know. So don't scare away the new people. And with that, could everybody help me bring up our platinums, our emeralds, our diamonds, Kamta and Nadia Prasad.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how you guys doing today? Pace was incredible. I just want to
collision, but thanks to Eva's signing.
Just wanted to thank all the new people that presented today. I think I've heard you all for the first time. Malik, you did an incredible job with the water filter. I mean, I know Kenneth has put together a really good presentation and we're so used to that, but this was incredible. You had a lot of information, a lot of good nuggets that we can all use. And of course, we had streaming done by Shaibu, and my goodness, I was completely blown away from his, just listening to the streaming. You can tell how much he has grown in the business and just his thought process, the way he's speaking. Again, we're very proud of you. Continue to do the great job you've been doing. And Edwin, again, with the book, you did an incredible job with that book. Magic of Thinking Big was one of the first books that I believe every one of us have read coming into this business. And you did a phenomenal job with that. And of course, Rodney Wilson with the system. You, as always, never disappoints. I mean, very knowledgeable about the business, and you did an incredible job with that as well. But can't wait to see you guys on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an incredible grand opening that we're going to have. I know all the details are coming in terms of timing and all that. And but I know you guys need to pack the place up for Compton, because he's really, really excited about coming out tomorrow night and showing the plan out there. And you know, we just had yesterday, my father, he couldn't find his wallet, so it was a big mystery. He couldn't find his wallet, so we went to you know, kind of replace all his cards. So I had to go to the bank with him to get his new card replaced. So we're sitting there, and you know, I spoke with the gentleman that helped us. He was the bank manager, and he was like, I just asked him after we were done, you know, just a simple question, you know, I mean, you're great at what you do. You must really like it. And he's like, it's okay. And no, I really don't like it. They don't pay me enough. You know, and just as he said that, I was like, oh, wow, that's incredible. Because funny you would say that. We work with a lot of people who do what you do. What do you guys do? And of course, I went into telling him what we do, got the number, and he just went into, I'm going through a divorce right now. I have my little girls, and, you know, all this stuff about how much expense he has and how much he needs something else, you know. So again, you know, just going out there, living your life. And of course, a couple of hours later, my father found his wallet. So I believe that that was the only reason that I was there, was to meet this guy. And, you know, because you never know whose life you can change and what impact you can make in their lives. So it was, I know Kamta, he's going to talk about all the plans he's been showing since he got here. But then yesterday, again, I did 3 contacts yesterday, just going out, again, living my life, not going out to meet people, but taking my daughter out shopping for school and, you know, getting things ready for tomorrow. And, you know, again, you know, just talking to people and sharing our story, just like Shabu was saying. And in the process, you eliminate people that you don't want their number, and you get the ones that you really want. So I'm excited about, you know, where our business is heading. And come September is a new fiscal year. I know everyone's gearing up to get started with that and making sure that, you know, that you're getting your dreams and goals accomplished, and whatever that might be, how little, how big that is. I hope that you guys are working really hard and that you're really, really serious about really getting this done. But here's my awesome husband.
Awesome. Great, good stuff. Very proud of everyone who presented today, and what I'm also proud of is the mentors that are mentoring these people for them to be able to present at the level that they are. So let's give the mentors a big round of applause. Very proud of them. You know, just living your life, there's people all over the place. And Navina had this urge, she wanted to go to Red Lobster Craft Fest. And as we sit on the table, the manager, they were very busy, so one the manager came up, and he had a very strong voice. You know, anytime I go anywhere to eat, whoever served me, I was reading a name tag, and I say, hey, are we going to get the Victor special discount today? And, you know, that breaks the ice and makes them laugh, you know. And so when we finish eating, I just, you know, position myself where I can speak to this manager. And, you know, like she said, everybody's looking. He said he was going to college, and he had to stop this college because of family emergency. He had to go to work. He was forced to go to work. And he said, man, absolutely, I'm looking, you know. And again, Anya's starting school tomorrow. So we had to go out to get some school supplies. And there was a Nigerian guy in Walmart, and I had a lot of Nigerian friends, so I can pick up their accent quickly, you know. And I contacted him also. And if you guys notice, our video and audio is coming through better, right? Improve. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Well, we got a new supply. We have a charter. We now have charter.
Yay!
Yay! All right. So thank God for that. But So the guy was installing, and I'm throwing out a couple of remarks here and there. At the end of it, when he finished, I want to make sure he finished the connection right. So when he finished, I contacted him and I showed him the plan yesterday. And as I'm showing him the plan, he said, I've seen something like this. I said, what's the name of that? Very young way, but that I didn't like what it did. This one guy I know, he was there talking, and he said, I built this thing full time. He said, but the person, the installer said, but I know this guy, he works with Sprint. So how is he going to be doing this full time? He said, I didn't like what they were saying there, So I showed him the whole plan and everything. And like they always say, you haven't seen the plan until you've seen it from me or you, right? I showed him the whole plan and everything. And then I asked him, do you know what this company is? There, I said, Samway, right? And he started laughing. He said, I never seen it like this, And he took the information package and now he's doing a follow-up with him. So, awesome. Right? The time
wow, that's awesome.
And there were some other people that come.
Yesterday you showed the plan twice.
I did.
The other guy, the sergeant.
Oh, yeah. Navina again. Navina had to go to the doctor. To get an MRI, and I'm sitting there, and in walks the soldier, and he went into the bathroom, but he went in with his uniform and came out with his plain clothes. So, I always position myself. I went outside, and I think if I'm on my phone, because I know he's going to go put his bag in. I position myself. So when he come out, I said, man, you're like Superman in the reverse, Right. That's how I break my ice with him, and he laughed. Once people laugh, they're easy to talk to. And I contacted him also, and then I had to show him the plan yesterday, but he had an appointment and time pushed back and all that. But anyway, he came. And what made it easy as he sat down, you were in Starbucks, Kenneth's office, the same place there, headquarters. A young lady came up to him because he was in his uniform, came up to him and offered to buy him a coffee.
Oh, wow.
And you could saw his face, like, wow, even my face too, like, man, it's nice. And she thanked him, for his service and all of that, So his heart was open there for me already, And he has 5 kids. 13, 11, 9, and whatever. And I said, well, you're doing all right now, but I have 3 in college, And anyway, this is the thing. I'm doing a follow-up next week when I come back because this week is going to be busy. What was the other guy?
I think that was it.
No, there's 2 yesterday. Oh yeah, those are the 2. Okay, anyway, there's people out there looking big time, And just go about living your life and you'll find people. And this FED. Right? If you don't have, like, let's say 6 to 9 legs, or they have not necessary legs, but people there, you're actually doing yourself a big disservice. Because I'm telling you, Najan, I had an opportunity to listen to, hear Nick and Stephanie speak. And it's amazing how powerful they are in terms of speaking, the content of what they speak, and more so their story. It's an incredible story. They didn't come from the best background, and also location in New York. They came from struggles, and they had a lot of struggles in the business. So you're going to see a young couple who have proven that this business has worked, also the struggles that they went through, and also the way they speak. So make sure, my friends, everybody ramp it up big time, get people there, because just being there and listening to this couple is half the work is done for you there,
Can I just say something real quick? Okay, real quick. Our beloved Divya has got started in the business.
Okay.
And so there's a meeting up in Georgia State, and she attended there, and she had a guest with her last week. And so she's on vacation this week, so we said, okay, go. She's finished school, so she's on vacation for a few days, and then she comes back. But she's already had for the next meeting 4 other guests that she has, that she's already thinking all these people. As she's sitting down, she's writing down all the names of people that she wants to contact to get them to that meeting. But it's an incredible, if you have young students who are in the Atlanta area, Georgia State does have a meeting on Tuesday night. I will not be able to attend the meeting every week, but Navina is there. It's run by an Emerald, and I'm sure you guys have seen this Hispanic group, the Malara group, and very sharp guys. As a matter of fact, one of them were speaking on stage. Right, they were speaking on stage on the Sunday afternoon on the panel at the last Charlotte conference.
I went to their Starbucks headquarters.
Absolutely, it's an incredible meeting, and they said it's about 50 to 55 people. It is free because it is in the college. So if you have anybody that's in that area and need to come out there to see the presentation, it is definitely a place that you want to get your people. Young, sharp, buzzing, open meeting. So I think that's it.
Yeah. So anyway, looking forward to tomorrow. And don't forget the message, you know, if you don't have 3 guests, right, anyone with 3 guests less than 3 is $10 per person for me. Okay? So if you don't want to pay me any money tomorrow, make sure you have 3 guests. And anyone that have more than 3 guests, I'll pay them $10 per guest.
Look at that.
All right? Okay? So looking forward to
yes. I'll take all the money.
being recorded. Okay. All right. We must be serious about the business. But as you all know, that I'll be retiring pretty soon, and with that, I just mentioned to Kenneth. I didn't talk to Celia or anybody about that. I think my wife, but I'll be coming out to Tallahassee every 2 weeks. There, I'm definitely this fiscal year, 2018. Here, the Jayton, Andrea Gonzalez team must qualify. I'm going to make it happen. In fact, we are going to make it happen, right? But I'm going to ramp up my activity, and I'll be traveling everywhere and anywhere. I have the flight privileges, and I have the time now because I'm retired. So in October.
We are welcome you. Yes, I.
You know why? Because come September, this bonus has gone up big time, another 50%, and I can't wait to see what my check is going to be like in October. You know? Yes. So, but with the same thought process, you're actually, those who are not qualified are actually losing money. So I don't want you guys to lose any more money. I'm here. I'm going to work to, like I used to do when I got started, to make sure that this group qualify. All right? That's my commitment to you guys. That's it. BDS, yeah, Orlando BDS is always a club, and Atlanta is on the 19th. All right? Both of them. That's it. Back to the host.
Back to the host.
All right. That is it for Pase, guys. Awesome Pase meeting. Looking forward to see you guys next week. All right, everyone, take care. Time to do phone team. Let's make it happen.
Absolutely. We go team. Yes, I. Good job, team.
Bye.
Yes, sir.